He thought I'd be his ticket to a new life. He thought he could charm me, use me, and bleed me for money. But what he didn't know, I don't just get mad, I get even. And in less than a week, I tore his double life apart and made sure he'll never step foot in my country again. If you've ever wanted to see a scammer's lies burn down around them, you're going to love this. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and drop a comment with the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen. Because today, justice isn't just served. It's served with receipts. Let me rewind. I'm a woman in my 30s, recently back in the dating pool, after nearly a decade. I've got a solid career, stable income, and for the first time in years, I was excited to meet new people. Now, let me be clear. I'm not desperate. I'm not lonely to the point of blind trust. But like anyone putting themselves out there, I wanted connection. And then I met him. Charming, sweet, family-oriented, educated. From the start, he was affectionate, cuddly, emotionally available in a way that felt rare. He was a couple of years younger, from a Latin American country, and on a tourist visa in my city. He was honest about that, and I told him up front, I couldn't and wouldn't be helping with visas. But if he was here for the summer, we could enjoy a fling, and maybe see what happened if he stayed. And let me tell you, the chemistry was electric. He said all the right things, did all the right things, inside and outside the bedroom. It felt like maybe, just maybe, I'd stumbled onto something real. But then, the other shoe dropped. It was just a random night, chatting over text, about work, harmless, until he typed out 6 words that made my skin crawl. Will you be my sugar mommy? At first I laughed. Surely he was joking, right? A playful tease. But no, he doubled down. I remember staring at the screen, my stomach dropping, heat crawling up my neck, my heart pounding. Not the fun, flirty kind, the angry kind. He kept pushing, insisting, dead serious. And then it hit me. All those sweet words, all those tender gestures. It wasn't love. It wasn't attraction. It was a setup. He thought I'd bankroll him. My face burned with humiliation. My hands shook as I typed back, laying into him. I called out how shameless, how degrading it was. I told him how embarrassed he should feel. And that's when his mask slipped. Instead of apologizing, he turned it around. He mocked me. He lashed out, saying I was stupid to even think he was serious, that I should have known better. No remorse, no regret, just insults. After that, I did what most of us would do. I screenshotted the conversation and sent it to my closest friends, crying in frustration. How could I have been so fooled? How could he look me in the eyes, pretend to care, and then ask me to pay for him? But instead of just comforting me, my friends lit a fire. One of them said, "Let's dig." And oh, did we dig. We started with his Instagram. Within an hour, we found 6 different accounts, all with variations of his name, all with batches of the same photos, recycled over and over, scammy, fake, red flags everywhere. On Facebook, the same pattern. More accounts, more fakeness. He was spreading his net wide, clearly catfishing and building identities for scams. But then, he slipped. On one account, he'd tagged his actual employer, an employer he wasn't even allowed to have. Remember, he was on a tourist visa, no right to work. And just like that, we had a thread to pull. I called up a close friend of mine in law enforcement, someone who works with immigration cases. She looked him up, and what she found made my stomach turn. This romantic, emotionally available man. He wasn't just scamming me. He had a wife and a daughter. That was it. The moment my hurt turned into rage. The moment I realized it wasn't just about me, it was about every woman he was trying to manipulate, every lie he'd spun, every scam he was running while his wife and child sat back home, clueless. So, we went nuclear. My friend, the one who helped investigate, started group chats on multiple platforms: Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. She pulled in his family, his extended family, his friends, and then she dropped the receipts, screenshots of his sugar mommy request, the whole conversation, along with a scathing rant about his behavior, his lies, his betrayal. As they blocked her, she added more people: his sisters, his cousins, his colleagues. One by one, the dominoes fell. Imagine it. Your phone blowing up with group chat after group chat. All your family members watching your dirty laundry, aired in real time. Your wife seeing, your siblings seeing, your friends seeing. His perfect little mask shattered. About 30 minutes into the bombardment, I got a message from him. Furious. He typed, "You should be smart enough to know I was joking. I don't need to sell myself." But here's the thing. Men like him, they don't apologize. They deflect. They spin. And I wasn't biting. I didn't reply, because my silence spoke louder than anything I could have said. But I wasn't finished. Oh no. I went online and filled out an immigration report form. Every detail we'd uncovered: his employer's name, their address, his own address, his full name, date of birth, photos, screenshots of him admitting to work he wasn't authorized to do. Now, usually these reports take months. Sometimes, nothing happens at all. But I had an ace up my sleeve. My law enforcement friend. I gave her the file number, and 2 days later, officers showed up at his door. They found him with a phone number issued to a local resident, a link straight back to his shady employer, his roommates, same thing. Everyone tied together. He received a caution for trying to scam me, a no-contact order, and worst of all for him, his immigration file was flagged. That flag meant one thing. When his tourist visa expired, he wasn't coming back. Ever. As for his employer, they weren't spared either. Investigators found proof they'd been hiring him, and others illegally. Tens of thousands in fines, maybe even jail time, now looming over them. And his roommates, they all got warnings too. The entire little network of scams, exposed. He won't be deported. Too costly, too slow. But the ban on re-entry is real and permanent. He's out of my life, out of my city, out of any woman's chances here. And his wife, his family, they all know exactly who he is now. The ridicule, the shame, the betrayal. It's his to live with forever. Me, I'm free, wiser, sharper, and more dangerous to anyone who tries to play me again. The best part? The silence. No more sweet nothings. No more manipulation. No more smug texts trying to twist the knife. Just silence. Because when you strip away a scammer's tools, the lies, the secrets, the fake profiles, they're nothing. Just an empty man with a ruined reputation and no way back. And knowing he's sitting thousands of miles away, with a furious wife, a disappointed family, and no hope of return. That's the kind of closure you can't buy. Some people think revenge is petty, but sometimes revenge is justice. It's standing up and saying, "You don't get to use me. You don't get to use anyone." And when you do it right, you don't just protect yourself. You protect the next woman he might have tried to fool. So, what do you think? Was this revenge enough? Or would you have gone even further? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you believe scammers deserve what's coming to them. And subscribe for more stories where justice doesn't just knock, it kicks the door down.